Qualifying for the Daytona 500 was yesterday. I'm going to give you guys a quick little recap of that. On top of that, I'm going to go in depth on my playoff predictions for the NASCAR Cup Series this season. All that and a little bit more next. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Racing Pulse. I'm your host, Tyler Isley, and we are back once again with more motorsports news. And we're going to start today, kind of like I promised yesterday. iRacing has announced a couple of things, and I kind of want to discuss them because I'm a big iRacer. I do it a lot, and I like motorsports gaming, so I felt like this is a good opportunity to kind of utilize a platform for this. iRacing officially has announced that they are going to add rain to the service. Yeah, the service. Sorry, I almost said servers, and I was like, that's not right. The service. Starting in Season 2 of 2024. Season 2 kicks off here in just a few weeks, actually, at the beginning of March. I am super excited for that. I think that it's something that we've been waiting for, we've been hearing about. We've kind of wondered if it's ever going to happen. It's kind of like... everybody's like, what's going to come first, iRacing Rain or GTA 6? Well, iRacing Rain's coming first, and it's going to be here very, very soon. Now, the reason that this is important is because, well, the reason I want to talk about it is because it's mainly going to be for IMSA classes. It's not going to involve the NASCAR side of things, at least not yet. I think that's in the works, but it's not going to be that way yet. iRacing has also announced that Millbridge and micro sprint cars, those of you familiar with the Tulsa Shootout or just weekly racing in Millbridge will know a lot about micros. Micros are coming out for free, but the cars or the track Millbridge is not going to be free. It's going to be for racing on with everything. I'm kind of excited to see what people are able to do with that, with hosted races and things like that. But micro racing, not really my cup of tea. I don't really love it, but I do get a chance to watch it every once in a while. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. They said it's going to be a rookie class thing. It's free content again, so what happens with that, I don't know. How that looks, I don't know. But it's also dropping in Season 2. On top of that, they've announced a split between open wheel and regular cars, like IMSA class and open wheel, I guess, is kind of the division, the way that I would explain that division to you guys. With the divide, though, you're not going to reset your iRating. It's going to divide, and so say your iRating's 1500, it's going to be 1500 on both. Say your iRating's 1000, it's going to be 1000 on both, and then it's going to go up or down based off of your performance in those cars. I like this because I'm way better in GT3 cars than I am in like IndyCar or the Formula 1 cars on road courses. I don't like doing those. That's why I stay away from it. I'm not really a good road racer anyways. But I think it's going to be good. I think that's a good choice and a good place to divide it up. So we're going to get a fifth class, I guess, to try to work on. Outside of that, they did announce, there was an announcement yesterday that Oswego is coming in here. Now, I'm sticking to mostly American tracks and things that I'm going to be utilizing a little bit. Oswego is going to be coming probably in 2025. I don't expect any reason that it's going to be here this year. But I'm super excited for it because Oswego is a really good track. It's got a dirt and a regular asphalt oval layout that they're going to utilize. It's going to be a really fun racetrack. Now moving on to what you are here for. Daytona 500 qualifying was yesterday, well, last night actually, and it was surprising, but really solid. Probably one of the more anticlimactic deals, but that's the way Daytona and Talladega qualifying are. But I was really surprised. Anthony Alfredo and David Reagan got in on speed. Now, when I was explaining this yesterday, I feel like I confused myself, and then I confused you guys. I may have misspoke on some things. So let me clarify some stuff. 4 cars are getting in out of the 6 open slots, or out of the 6 open cars. I made it seem like there were only 2 going to get in. I don't know where I did that or what was going through my mind. I was wrong, okay? 4 cars of the 6 open cars are getting in. 2 of which were locked in yesterday in qualifying. That was David Reagan and that was Anthony Alfredo. Which means 2 more will lock in based off of dual position tonight. Whether it's Jimmy Johnson, JJ Yeley, BJ McLeod, Kaz Gralla, any combination of those 4. I don't know what was going on in my brain yesterday when I was explaining that, but I didn't do it very well, so I apologize, and I wanted to correct myself. There will be 2 more getting in tonight from the dual races. Super excited for Anthony Alfredo, Beard Motorsports. They were extremely fast. They were the fastest open car. David Reagan was the second fastest and was able to get in as well. That was a fun time last night watching those cars and seeing what the open battle looked like. Otherwise, it wasn't really overly exciting or anybody surprising. I was impressed with Riley Herbst. That car, the 15 car, was fast. Todd Gilliland was fast, and obviously the whole front row team that was able to get a lap in was fast. Kaz Gralla did not qualify, did not even turn a lap, so they're going to have to make some progress tonight. But the front row cars were extremely fast. Todd Gilliland was in the top 10 for the majority. I think he ended up like 12th or 13th. Michael McDowell, obviously, you saw qualified on the front row. So that's exciting. Joey Logano captures the pole, which means that no, Alex Bowman is not on the front row for a 7th year in a row. That ends his streak at 6. Along with that, his car chief was ejected, failing pre-qualifying inspection. Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick both lost their car chief and lose pit stall selection this weekend, so that's going to be extremely... I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal. I mean, pit stall is a big deal, but losing your car chief when you got the car set up already is probably not the worst thing in the world, so I think they'll be all right. I'm not too worried. Tyler Reddick ended up 36th. I think Alex Bowman was like 22nd or something like that. Wasn't a great performance, but it was good enough. All in all, the duels are tonight. I'm going to recap the duels. As soon as they end tonight, I'm going to hop on here, record a video that's going to be out tomorrow. Really excited. I don't really have any predictions. I think we're going to see a wreck in the duels. It's probably going to be the first one, and then the second one's going to go clean, just the way it tends to go. But who knows? Who knows how it's going to turn out or go. Lastly, I will close this video out. It's going to be a super quick one, but I do want to go in depth. I'm going to go with my playoff predictions from the round of 16 all the way down to the round of 8. And then I think I'm going to add 1 or 2 predictions for Daytona this week. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the round of 16. I've laid this one out before, but I'm just going to go through it again. My round of 16 has William Byron, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., Ty Gibbs, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, and Ross Chastain. Seems pretty chalky. I don't see an upset winner this year. I see some close calls, but I don't really see an upset winner. Either that or we're going to see more winners than we saw last year. I don't know how that's going to look, but we'll talk about that later. William Byron, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher are the guys that I see getting to the round of 12. Eliminated from the round of 12 into the round of 8 are going to be Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano. The round of 8 will then consist of William Byron, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., and Bubba Wallace. And then I got William Byron, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, and Denny Hamlin in the championship 4. And as I picked prior, I'm going to pick William Byron to win the championship this year. As for some Daytona predictions, I have a feeling we are going to see Riley Herbst and Carson Hocevar finish top 10. I'm going to pick both of those guys to finish in the top 10. I think that if there's an upset winner, I think it might be Todd Gilliland. I think that he's been really fast here in the past. He's been really solid in general. He's been improving steadily at front row. I like Todd Gilliland to have a really good weekend in the 38 car as well. I'm predicting him top 5. So, bear with me. Hocevar and Herbst, top 10. Todd Gilliland, top 5. As for a winner, I picked yesterday Ryan Blaney. I'm going to stick to Ryan Blaney to win the Daytona 500 and join a huge, just an unbelievably small list of guys to win a championship and then win the Daytona 500 the next year. I think he's going to be one of them who's able to do it. I think Kyle Busch will be top 5. I don't really have any huge predictions though. I think we're gonna see a typical Daytona race. I'm hoping that weather holds. It doesn't look like it's gonna be any kind of weather effect on the race. So I'm just excited. I'm excited for everything tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. With that said, leave some comments. What are your predictions for the season? What are your predictions for the championship and the Cup Series? What are your predictions for Daytona this weekend? Let me know what you think if you're an iRacing member. If you enjoy or think that any of these predictions are going to be good. And let me know what you thought about last night's qualifying. Hope you guys have a good day. Remember, I will be back tomorrow with the video recapping the duels. And then from there, we will see you Monday. But for now, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.